scales and sizes. Well, if you look at maps, you will notice that they depict different things and have different scales. Here's an example of 4 maps that all show the city of Gorham, but at various scales. Is there any way that we can depict these scales and sizes somehow on the map and make whatever it is on the map useful so that we can investigate and measure distances or sizes of objects? So map scales and sizes, what does this actually mean? Well, on the map we can express these scales or sizes in 2 different ways, either as bar scales or as a scale ratio number. Let me give you an example and illustrate. Here you see a bar scale. A bar scale is very easy to decipher. It's just a line with marks of meters, kilometers, miles on it, and with a ruler we can easily measure distances between points by using these bar scales. However, maps also have a scale ratio number printed on it. In this case, the scale is 1 to 24,000. What does that number mean, and can we use it to measure distances or the size of objects as we go about investigating a map? Well, let's start with the scale ratio of 1 to 24,000. What does that number mean? It means that one length unit on the map equals 24,000 of the exact same length unit on the ground in real life. In other words, 1 inch on the map would equal 24,000 inches on the ground in real life. 1 centimeter on the map, 24,000 centimeters in real life. 1 foot, 24,000 feet, and so forth. It doesn't really matter which length unit you're using, as long as you are consistent and stay with the same. Now practically, how can we use that scale ratio, for example, to calculate or measure distance between 2 points and see how far we have to travel? Let me give an example. Let's say we have a map with a scale of 1 to 100,000. We take a ruler, and on the map we measure 2.5 inches distance. Now how far is this 2.5 inch distance in real life? How far do we have to travel? Well, as you may have noted, it's very easy to figure this one out. Just multiply the inches you have measured by the scale ratio, which is 100,000, and you get 250,000 inches. Well, that's a mathematically correct answer, but is it useful? How far is 250,000 inches? Well, in our world, 250,000 inches really doesn't tell us much. You could ask me, where's the next Walmart? And I might tell you, the next Walmart, you would need to travel 1,926,475 inches to the west, and then 5,380,000 inches to the south. Now, you may look at me and say, well, how far is it? Do I need to take the bus? Do I have to take a car? Can I walk? Well, let's see if we cannot convert the 250,000 inches in a more reasonable unit that gives us a feel for how far the travel would be. Well, how about feet? Let's convert inches into feet. Right? 250,000 inches divided by 12 inches should give us a feet, which is about 20,833. Now this is much better. Now we can start feeling the distance. However, as soon as we get into the tens of thousands of feet, they're usually reserved for elevation, and we have a pretty good feel for elevation. For example, we know that our mountains in Colorado are around 14,000. A mountain that's over 20,000 feet high is definitely no longer in Colorado. Is there another unit we can use to express distances in a way that makes sense to us? Well, what about miles? Okay, let's convert 20,833 feet into miles by dividing 5,280 feet into our number. Well, that gives us now a distance of 3.95 miles. Well, that is a number we can handle. We know how much 3.95 miles is, and we can decide which mode of transportation we would use to get to that point.